Carnage versus DaHanG. I believe quite a lot of us have been wanting to see this for a little while. I've always been a bit of a thumb-upper for DaHanG. Even, you know, I give him one thumb up in a reach around.
Oh, God, you went there, didn't you?
Robert Ebert style. But yeah, he's been, you know, really great on EG. He did really fantastic at QuakeCon. And he is a resident Tasty Spleener, so we loves our DaHanG. Oh, okay, yeah. The one wearing the pink and yellow.
Oh, of course. Alright.
That giveaway.
Yeah, of course. Alright. We're going live right here, guys. DaHanG is going to get himself yellow armor and passes up the rockets. He wants to do damage against this Mega, and so that means that he only has plasma. Just picks up LG, going back over to Carnage. Of course, we did see him pick up that Mega, but it's mostly been burned off. So, interesting start. No frags yet, but both players are set and ready to frag. They definitely have the weapons, and yeah, they're ready to get that first blood.
Well, look at this. Look at how DaHanG is wanting to do damage, and for the first time we've seen him let up on the fire button, but pretty much the whole time there was damage coming out of DaHanG's little spigot there, and that's going to give him the Mega, because that left Carnage with, look at this, he's at 55 health, no armor. So all of that firing that DaHanG did right off the bat there with that plasma really did its job. Didn't give him a frag, but it did give him control. And there
Good lord. Spam to the rescue. DaHanG is just needs to add some eggs to that. Good lord. Now, that's frag number 2. Let's see if Carnage can recover from this. He's looking for Mega, but I mean, even if it comes up, he's gonna die. I mean, even if he had gotten it there, DaHanG still would have bested him with weapons, because I don't know, I guess Carnage didn't quite have the timing just right. So far 3-0.
Yeah, I think he was mainly just trying to keep it away from DaHanG, so even if he did die the next time he came back, you know, DaHanG would be scrambling a little bit for health.
Yeah, but it's a bit risky, and I mean, there were so many other options, because going for that Mega, that meant DaHanG was stuck down in that pool, and
Oh yeah.
you know.
I mean, it's definitely risky, but Carnage is an insanely aggressive player.
Good point. Good point.
And actually, as I pointed out before, being aggressive on this map, you know, wearing your opponent down, because there's a limited amount of health and armor, wearing your opponent down will eventually get you that frag, and if you're in a good position to be fresh off the spawn when you do that, then that can sway things back in your favor. But right now, DaHanG he's the guy who's not going to move. He's the 800-pound gorilla, and this plasma is doing a lot of the work for him, and he's going to maintain control of this. But this is good. What Carnage is doing, he's doing a lot of damage as DaHanG shows up way early to Mega. He gets it and gets out without taking a lot of damage, but the initial damage there was really quite painful for him.
And that's first frag for Carnage.
That first frag.
Yeah. Now the question is, can he beat off DaHanG with his stick in order to get one of these armors? Because we see DaHanG has position, grabs the middle one, and Carnage is hanging out. In 2 seconds, we'll see his armor. Here it comes, but he's not going to be able to get over. So we're going to see 2 armors going to Carnage, or rather to DaHanG. Excuse me. So
Carnage honestly gave up his position on the Mega.
Yeah, so it's lost and he has to run. He's probably going to get cut off here. Gets lucky that we don't see a teleporter play from DaHanG. Let's go back to DaHanG and see
even though
where he's
DaHanG
at.
did get that Mega, Carnage is still sitting a little bit better than DaHanG is right now.
Okay.
Good amount of damage put out by Carnage when he picked up the Mega.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than I expected.
Picked up the Mega, that is.
Gotcha. So, you know, this thing is still really close. I mean, we've seen spawn frags happen, you know, maybe 2 or 3 in a matter of, 30 seconds on this map. So this thing is honestly anybody's game. And the other thing to mention is that, you know, I think Carnage, once he does kind of get control, look at this beautiful rocket spam. DaHanG now really hurting, and Mega not coming up for an eternity. So he's going to need to do some damage of his own. Nice initial damage, and yeah, wow, Carnage just reeling off of it. He might even get a frag here. Oh, DaHanG just barely able to jump over those plasma balls. Carnage now needing to get this armor, and Mega has come and gone. So Carnage has yet to really sort of take control of the items, but he's just, you know, that last frag for him was just all about doing two beautiful initial damage rockets that really weren't answered in any significant way until they met up at the center again. So back over to DaHanG, and he's resting on the tick down of his Mega, which is going to be respawning in about 8 seconds. He does look pretty solid for armor. We do see the armor just picked up by Carnage. So, you know, kind of back and forth between these guys on stack. Nice plasma span.
It's very back and forth, and the way this map can go, you know, DaHanG is still one frag up, but...
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
7 health for DaHanG.
Oh, what a rocket.
There we go. That's a tie. And Carnage should... This is kind of weird. He didn't go and try to lock down that armor. And he's walking away from this one. Oh, this is really big. He's going to get Mega, but he's actually really weak on armor. And so DaHanG with an LG... Oh. Not as much damage as he wanted to do.
At that point.
Yeah.
And this is a map where, yeah, if you're both kind of equally stacked, it can sometimes be worth it just to go balls out and get the damage done, so that when you respawn, you can just finish them off and take things back in your control. But as always, that's a dangerous move, especially when you're using frags as your currency to get back into control. And now Carnage is setting up here, and 3 seconds away from Mega. He's going to have to skedaddle to get there quickly.
No, he's in great shape.
DaHanG is going to be there with the...
Because he got 2 armors on the way. So if we go and take a look at DaHanG, yeah, he's actually not very well off here, and he wants an LG. Go back over to Carnage, and he's laying a trap.
That being said, the spam that DaHanG is pouring out is doing incremental damage
really
as
is.
he makes the getaway.
Oh, close. 100 health. Back up to 50 armor for Carnage. Mega up in 5. And Carnage needing to get a better position here. He's going to lose Mega. There it is. DaHanG grabs it. We're going to watch DaHanG. DaHanG is now, you know, if he can get another armor, I don't know. This is kind of a risky play to stay for this frag. He needs to really, you know that he'll be hunting for health. So exactly, Carnage is looking to try to cut him off. So nice play by Carnage. 13 seconds till Mega. DaHanG is still needing health, but there really isn't anything up on the map right now. There might be something over where Carnage is at right now. There might be a 25, but by now I think the 50 might have respawned. But
yeah,
you know.
Well, actually, I gotta say that DaHanG is doing a lot more damage than Relic is at this point, but the reason I'm sorry, than Carnage at this point. Yeah, but the reason why Carnage is 1 frag up is because whenever we see DaHanG go head to head with that LG, Carnage has the better accuracy, and maybe the 60 ping is not quite what he's used to with the LG, but whenever it comes to a head-to-head fight, he ends up taking a lot more damage than he needs to. But that being said, that's the only thing he really needs to have go into his favor to really lock this map down, because here he is grabbing yet another Mega.
Very big.
It is.
Because now he's got the full health. It was totally a free Mega. No damage done against him at the pickup. And he's got nearly 200 armor. So with 2 minutes to go, this is the time. This is really perfect timing to kind of retake control of the items, because now Carnage needs to really survive. And I mean, much better damage done initially, and this will be DaHanG's frag easily.
There we go.
And at this point, you know, DaHanG has sort of the easier road ahead of him because he already has control of most of the items. That being said, 2 armors are up. Carnage did not get the Mega there. DaHanG beat him off, and oh wow, wow.
Oh,
lucky to grab that armor just in time. Carnage, that would save his life.
You know, whenever 2 players bump heads at that point, it's always just bad if you're coming from the top, because the timing there, it's just a split second between you being in the advantage because he's coming up at the pad, or you being at a disadvantage because he's already landed. It's just a hair of a difference, and it's hard to tell that when you're rushing in, and that did not help out